Hey guys, it's Casualgamerreed. I'd like to do a different kind of video today. You know, on YouTube I pretty much just do basically video games and sports videos and stuff like that. And today I would like to tell you about some of the other things that I do. You know, it's just not all about sports and video games all the time. You know, I'm gonna share with you today my favorite TV shows, movies, comic books, and my favorite video games. You know, I'm trying to make this quick as possible. I don't want to make the video too long. It could go forever, you know, but I'm going to go first with my favorite current TV shows. This is all the TV shows I watch right now, and I'll list my favorite TV shows of all time after I list my current favorites. So my current favorite TV shows, right now I love True Blood, Game of Thrones, I love Survivor and Big Brother, two reality shows, I know. I like Vampire Diaries. I love The Walking Dead. Let's see, what else do I watch? I love wrestling. I watch wrestling. ESPN Sports Center. I don't know if that counts as a TV show, but I watch that all the time. And that's a sports thing. So let's see, what else have we got? Let's see. Well, my favorite shows, I watch Nikita on the CW. I watch Nikita. And I think that's about it, really. I watched Once Upon a Time, the ABC fantasy show, if anybody's heard of that. And I don't watch American Idol and stuff. I just watch them two reality shows, Big Brother and Survivor. And let's see, I would say that's about it in TV shows. My favorite TV shows of all time would be Battlestar Galactica, the new one that just got canceled a few years ago on the Sci-Fi Channel. That one, not the old one. And Serenity, if you ever heard of Serenity, I love that show. That's one of my favorites of all time. What else? What else is one of my favorites? And those, I like Farscape. If anybody remembers Farscape, that's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Let's see, anything else? It's hard to come off the top of my head like this. I should have put a list down, I really should have. But I'm doing this just winging it. Let's see. I like the new Dallas show on TNT, if anybody's watching that. I guess that's about it on TV shows. But I will say this, anybody that watches Game of Thrones right now, to me that's by far the best show on TV, on HBO. That show is great. I watched Dexter, I forgot that. I've been watching all the Dexters, and I watched all the seasons of Mad Men so far. I love both those shows. Those are great shows. Now let's get on to TV shows. Let's go to movies. Right now, my favorite, I'm just going to go ahead and just list my favorite movies of all time. My favorite movies of all time would be the original Star Wars movies. A New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. Those are my favorite movies of all time. Those three movies. I love and what I've watched this year. Let's say I've watched all the comic book movies. I've watched Avengers, Spider-Man, the new Batman. It was good also. Let's see. My favorite genre in movies is horror movies. I love the Evil Dead movies, Paranormal Activity. I've watched all the Saw movies, even though they got repetitive and they was the same thing. I like the original slashers, like Friday the 13th and stuff like that. I like all those movies. My favorite movie genre would be horror. You know, I know my favorite movies are science fiction, but I love the horror movies. I love the Evil Dead movies. Anybody watch those? Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. Comedy horror. I love all of those movies. You know, those were great movies. Sam Raimi is a great horror director. Great at making horror movies. Let's see, what else have we got? What have I watched this year? It's hard just to think about it. I watched so many. I watched Magic Mike with the wife. You know, forced to doing that, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. I guess that's about it in the movie line. Can't really think of anything else, but those are my favorite movies of all time and some of the stuff I've watched this year. Looking forward to watching Expendables 2. If this video's up on Friday, I guess it will be, then yeah, The Expendables 2 comes out today, so be watching that. Now the new Total Recall sucked ass. Anybody interested in that? It was bad. And I like the Bourne movies. You know, the last Bourne was okay. I watched that, but it's nothing like the original 3 Bourne movies. So the Bourne movies, you know, the Bourne trilogy, Jason Bourne. So that's that. Let's get on to my favorite comic books. I read basically DC Comics now since they've had that new relaunch in the 52. I've stuck with that. I read Superman, Action Comics, Batman, Batman and Robin, Detective Comics. I read The Flash, Green Lantern, Justice League. I just read the one Green Lantern title. They're like 4 or 5, I guess. I just read that one. I read Avengers for Marvel. I read Avengers. Ultimate Spider-Man. Currently is my favorite comic. Anybody that reads Ultimate Spider-Man. I read Uncanny X-Men. I've been reading the Avengers Justice League crossover. It's okay. You know, it's okay. To me, it's not great. So let's see. Captain America, I read that. So I read Fantastic Four, and that's about it. And my favorite comic right now would be Ultimate Spider-Man. And then I read the Walking Dead. Anybody that reads the Walking Dead comic, anybody that does not know, this comic is what got the TV show going. Robert Kirkman. Anybody that does not know that, Walking Dead comic is great. If you've not read it, you know, it's an adult comic. You know, it's very graphic and all this. It's a great comic, black and white. That's what got the TV show started, even though the TV show does not follow the comic. That does not really bother me as long as it's a good show, which I think Walking Dead is a good show. So, let's see. And video games. Right now I'm playing Batman Arkham Asylum on my walkthroughs. My favorite video games, I played Dead Rising 1 and 2. I love those. My favorite right now is Gears of War 3 multiplayer. You know. And I love the Uncharted games for the PS3. I played part 1 and 2. Probably do part 3 as a walkthrough. And let's see, God of War games, they're great. You know, PS3 has a lot of great titles. Xbox, I'm just playing Gears of War 3. I play it, you know, probably at least 2 hours every other day. You know, I play it a lot. I play it at least, probably, I would say, a good hour. If you average it up, I probably played about 6 hours a week in a 7-day period. You know, probably something like that. I'll play it one night, maybe 2 hours, then I'll skip it a couple nights and like that. I just play the multiplayer. That's all I play on it. Love that game. And that's about it. You know, that's just some of the things I thought I would share with everybody that you may not know about Reed. You know, Reed's not just this sports guy. You know, that's not, you know, there's more to me than that. Hopefully people realize that. So anyway, if you want to do a video response, or if you want to talk about your favorite things, I'm sure we have a lot in common since I've done this video. We're not all that different, you know. So please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.